our organization or our department announced a hypo program. They gave a clear guideline, and that guideline is the identified hypo must have a minimum of exceeding expectations for the last 3 years in a row. This particular identified hypo must be at least having 3 years of experience in the industry and must have a minimum qualification of this and so on, minimum age of this and so on. I was looking at one of my individuals or in my team, and I found a individual who does not fit all the 3 parameters, but in my assessment the person is a hypo. So, how do I go about it? So, I had to build a case. When I was building the case, I found out, listen, what is these are all guidelines, these are rules, there is always an exception to the rule. So, before I put up this particular candidate, what I did was I said, okay, let me apply the hypo process to this individual, let me see if she can shape up. Quite strangely, she was shaping up very well, and she is continuing to shape up very well. I was able to use this example to go back to the rest of the department and say, let us keep those guidelines as guidelines and not as rules. I most certainly belong to this school of thought that people above a particular age should not belong to the hypo program. But at the same time, I also belong to the school of thought that there should be no lower age restriction.
I recall this person. I had to interview him. He was waiting for me for 3 or 4 hours. Ultimately, I did not have time. It was about late night, and I interviewed him in his car, and we stopped at a small restaurant and had a soup, and he did not even take a sip of it because I was asking questions. I felt that this person was good. Then the managing director had a different view, and he felt no, he does not have the personality, because he was a thin-framed person. But I thought he had the right capability and competence, which is what I looked at. Ultimately, we did hire him. He was not an easy person to manage, because one had to put him in the direction, because sometimes when you are high potential, you are like a waterfall which goes everywhere. So what leadership and the organization does is to dam it so that it gets channelized in a manner which will produce the right kind of energy, which is what we did. Today he holds a position of CEO.
When we were setting up a new business, we wanted a CEO for that business, right? We benchmarked both outside and inside, and we found that our hypos were far superior to the people that were from outside. So we posted a hypo as the CEO for that business.
High potential does not equal high performance. You see, they are not the same thing, right? So there have been cases which I have seen where there was a person who was identified as a high potential. The organization invested the time and resources and a very structured development approach for that high potentials, and it did not result into an equivalent high performance. Performance equals potential minus interference, which says that if you reduce the interference, the potential will equal performance. The interference could be within the person, which could be lack of confidence, self-doubt, lack of knowledge, or as I found out, the interference could be from the organizations who, so to say, take their responsibility of developing high potentials too seriously. When we had a very structured, detailed, well laid out, straight-jacketed approach to high potential development, it ended up interfering more than liberating.
We had the business leader actually moving on, and we had identified his successor, who was was to take that role and was groomed for the next level of heading that business line for us. We were working very closely with him in terms of developing capabilities to be a business leader, and one day we suddenly see his resignation coming onto the table, and we say, okay, now what happened? Somewhere in the middle he decided to change his mind and said that I will take a different career path. We said, okay, fine, we would still ask you to lead that business line as you were doing, but we will also expect to you to start this new business line which you have a desire for, and we'll give you support to develop a talent pipeline for yourself. So we had to actually change course immediately and offer him something which he was looking for. And therefore I said at times high potential are also high maintenance, because you really have to constantly work with them to create options which are more suitable for them.